It's such a great place to come to after, you know, us both working in such a people business where you're always around and you're moving and everything. And it's so nice to drive up here and have a couple of days of just us. And the odd person drives by and asks a few questions, but it's peaceful. It's a nice break away from the city and the busyness of our work.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Kathleen, she's considered to be the mayor of this place, and I'm the head of public works with all the work that I end up doing around here. That's sort of how we break things up.
Yep, and I'd highly recommend them as mayor.
Yeah.
It's been really great bringing up the kids here. I got to say that they have had such a tremendous exposure to something that most children would never have in their entire life. It's probably one of the biggest regrets that we'll have when we sell the place is just knowing that they won't have that anymore.
Anything, but they have just taken off and just have a love for this place. Malcolm goes off exploring with Naomi in tow, and they come back with stories of parts that we haven't even investigated yet. So they love that. Any season, the mountain biking has been phenomenal. So they've increased in their level.
Skidooing really big here. Snowshoeing, something that we really enjoy doing. Cross-country skiing. Just generally getting out and hiking around in the snow. It's really quite terrific up here. There's plenty of it.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't know it by looking around here today, but the summers are really warm. You can be up here and just cooking, and 20, Pemberton type of temperature. So high 20s and then easily into the 30s in July and August. So it's perfect. There's lakes up above that we can head up and go for a swim, go down to the creek, skip some rocks and just cool off. It's great.
We've done really what we could do as a family. It's time to pass it on to someone who could do a bit more with it. Maybe a group of people who could make the effort to get it to the next level of preservation or development. Okay. A group of people who were the same mind as we are in terms of preserving the history of British Columbia. That'd be really fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I think preserving them from the state that we first saw the property when we first drove up. We just hate to drive by these ghost towns and they're only foundations. So truly, and I can't really take the credit, but putting the roofs on and preserving them from any further water damage, that they are nice and dry right now, that to me I think is Tom's biggest accomplishment here for this town.
What do you get when you buy this place? You get the streets, you get the buildings, you get the fire hydrant, you get to buy yourself a little place on the map. That's what you're really getting here.
All right. Oh yeah.
I'm glad. Don't try to hit her back though, whatever you do.
That's pretty funny. I hear someone riding their brakes.
It's so quiet and peaceful here, especially when you realize that just 70 kilometers over the mountain here in Whistler, the whole world is coming to a huge party. But, you know, I think 50, 60 years ago, Whistler was probably a sleepy little town like Bradian. But I'll tell you something. If somebody wants to come and get involved with this town, this is more than just a fixer-upper. You just can't come in here with a can of paint and hammer and nails and expect to be able to be in business, because that's not the way this is all about, because there's some infrastructure that has to be put in here under the ground, some sewer and water. But I think in the long run, it might be worth it. And when it's all over, you will have created something that could be around for another 100 years. We're absolutely going to ignore him, but yeah. So what do you think? Think we're going to sell it?
Like you said, it's going to take somebody